hi to everybody.
Hey crafty friends, it's Robin from Raincross Farms Makery. Happy Sunday evening. You know what that means. It's time for our weekly giveaway drawing for some Happy Mail. So come on in. I'm going to get a couple of things set up here and we will be good to go. That's the one I want. Enabled and published. We should be good to go. Okay, how is everybody this Sunday evening?
I don't post it, right? I don't post the word?
Yeah, you can. You can go ahead.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's get this. Hey, Cheryl, how are you?
There are 7 people already on
awesome. They want to see if they won.
7 eyeballs.
They want to
There's
see.
Cheryl Brock.
They want. Hey, 2 Cheryls.
We were talking about you yesterday, Cheryl Brock.
And Margaret. Hello, Margaret. So hop on, say hello so we know you're here. Also, give our page a heart. Follow our page at Raincross Farms Makery on both Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. We are less than 150 away from getting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We would love to reach that point very quickly. So if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go ahead and do that. And of course, feel free to sprinkle out this video to your friends. Okay, I hope it was good.
Oh yeah, we were talking about you being with us since day one, or
Yep.
pretty close to.
Hey, Cindy. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, keyword for tonight, which will also get you entered in next Sunday night's drawing, is July. So we're going to wait till a couple more people hop on. We're going to do our giveaway, and then I'm going to quickly do a quick craft using the July Club design because I want to show that to you. It'll just take a moment. Okay,
Just
thanks
a
for
moment.
sprinkling. Okay, so again, I'm also going to tell you about some of the things that are going on in the month of July that you might be interested in knowing. Okay, so we had a few more lives, so we have a few more entries. We have 62 entries this week. They're all on the wheel. The wheel says July 2nd. You look up real close, you might see your name going around. So I am going to shuffle this. This is from all of last week. Every time we went live, we gave our viewers a keyword, and that keyword would get you an entry into our weekly drawing. So that's where these names come from. If you didn't get in on this week's, you can get your first entry in for next week by typing in the word July in the comments. Stormy in West Virginia. Well, are you enjoying the storms, or are they really bad storms? We are looking pretty dry this week. Anyway, I'm going to shuffle this 3 times, and then I'm going to spin for a winner. So are you ready? If you are the winner, if you are the winner, you don't have to be present tonight to win, but I will reach out to our winner through Messenger, send you a message, get some more information, and get your Happy Mail giveaway prize into the mail sometime, hopefully tomorrow, because the post office is closed Tuesday. Okay, Cheryl says it's just hot, hot, hot. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle 3 times. Shuffle once, shuffle twice, shuffle 3 times, and I'm going to spin. Good luck, everybody. And I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting for it to come out. Teresa Adams! Congratulations! Teresa Adams, you are this week's winner. So I'll be reaching out to you to get you just the right Happy Mail on your way. So congratulations, Teresa. Okay, let me set that aside. So
Can I interject something real quick?
Please do.
I appreciate the fact that you didn't make them wait to spin, that you did the spin first.
Uh-huh.
I just gotta say that.
Yeah,
That would
so-
irritate me if you gotta watch me if you want to see me spin. Anyway,
I sound just like that too.
yes, you do.
Anyway, so the spin is done, but we hope you'll stick around for maybe 15 minutes, and I'm going to show you, excuse me, and I got the hiccups. I'm going to show you the July Club. Okay, so are you ready? July, summer, kind of seems to be the time for traveling. So here is a travel-inspired, I get the hiccups, excuse me, a travel-inspired transfer. It's called Explore Your World, and it's a series of, excuse me, icons or scenes or photographs of, excuse me, hiccups. I haven't had this yet. Been doing this for what, 2 years, and I haven't been overtaken by hiccups yet. Anyway, so these are different places around the world that are famous. So there is, let's see, the Taj Mahal, Big Ben, this castle up here. I believe there's some debate as to where that castle is. Some people say it's just a generic castle because there's castles all over the world. So if you recognize it as a specific castle somewhere, feel free to let us know. Otherwise, it's just a castle. And then there is the Golden Gate Bridge. There is the, what is that? St. Petersburg in Russia. There is a windmill, a Dutch windmill. I don't know if it's a famous windmill or if it's just representative of windmills. The Netherlands
area.
There is the Eiffel Tower. There is the Great Wall of China. There is the Statue of Liberty and the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Anyway, and then the words explore your world. So we're just going to do something really simple with this. I've got some other ideas to show how this can be used because these are reusable, but we're just going to do the simple route. So if you're a member of Club, you will get this transfer to your mailbox this month, and you will also get 3 coordinating paste packets, and the colors that they have picked out for this one are Shimmer Copper, Eucalyptus, and Dune. So pretty color combination. You can use any color combination though, or you can just rely on theirs. And if it's your first month in Club, you will also get a free mini squeegee. So we're going to use those colors, although I'm not going to use those packets. I'm going to just use my jars of paste, and I'll save those for something else. Hello, Mimi. Let's see, I think I already said hello to Margaret. Okay, so one thing I love, the only thing you don't get with Club yet is a surface to chalk these on. But starting in August, they are going to start including, they're not raising their prices, they're going to start including a small additional item. So for the first couple of ones, I know it'll be one of the chalkable chips. So they may have one of these shapes, and you'll get that shape. But it starts with the August Club, not July. So, but what I always like doing with Club is, here is last month's. So here's last month's Club design, and I did it on our Aiden board. This is a magnetic, so it's a porcelain covered chalkboard, and I'm going to show you how you can reuse this. So let's say I'm tired of this. I'm really not, but I'm going to replace it anyway with our new design. So let me show you how I can get this ready to re-chalk. Hey Teresa, did you hear that you won? Did you hear you were our winner earlier? So be watching for a message from me. Okay, so we chalked this last month, and I'm going to take it off and put down the new design. So this is how I do it. Our paste is semi-permanent, and if you apply water, soak it, and add a little friction, you can remove it. So this is just water. It happens to be distilled. It doesn't have to be. So I'm just gonna, I sprayed that old paste and I'm just gonna let it sit for a second. And then I'm going to get out my paste scraper. This is just a plastic tool. It's got a beveled edge. It's not sharp, but it is flat and again, not sharp, but it comes to a point that's gonna help us scrape off this paste. Yay, Teresa, yay! Okay. And then I'm also gonna get, let's see, I'm gonna get a paper towel or two. Okay, so I've let that water kind of soak into that paste, soften it up. I'm gonna take this. If you didn't have one of these, you could use like a plastic kitchen spatula or even like a credit card. The edge of a credit card would work too. And I'm just gonna start scraping this old paste off. So if you're a club member, this is what I would recommend, a surface that you buy so you can have it. And every month you've got something that you can put your new design on. Now during the month, I'll be showing some other things you can be doing, some different kind of projects, some different ways to use the transfer. So it's not just a one and done type thing. So because this is plastic, it's not scratching the surface. It's just scraping up that paste. So I'm going to get as much of it up as I can. Okay. So I've got all this clumpy paste mess. I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to clean all of that off. It's kind of a mess. That paste. Okay. So, as you can see, it's not totally clean. You can still see some of the design. So now we're going to switch over to our board eraser, kind of like a magic eraser. There's no chemicals. Works really great. I got this in water, squeezed it out, and I'm going to use this to get all the rest of that paste off of this surface. Pretty easy. I'm not using a whole lot of elbow grease. And I'm going to take a paper towel again and finish drying it off. Thanks for sprinkling. And then we'll be ready to do our new design. I'm going to make sure it's dry. Looks good. See? Completely gone. Ready to re-chalk. Okay, so we're just going to do this. I mean, there's a lot of different things you could do with this. You could use each of these little pictures independently, but we're just going to lay this down flat and chalk it just like it is. Super easy. But you're definitely not limited to doing it the super easy way. Okay, so let's open this up, and I'm going to get a fuzzing cloth, just my towel, make sure it doesn't have any big chunks of fuzz, like that, and I'm going to peel this off, and this is very detailed. So it's going to be awesome. And those colors are going to look really good with this black background. So I'm just going to peel this off. And this is really, really sticky. Now, I'm not worried about pulling up any paint or anything because this surface is pretty solid. But what I don't want to have happen is this to stick so tightly to the surface that when I pull it up, I stretch it and kind of mangle it and misshape it. So I'm putting a little bit of fuzz on it. Any kind of towel will work. And that's just going to lighten up the stickiness just a little bit so I can remove it easily. So some of you are already club members, some of you are not. If you're interested more information in club, you can either ask questions, or when you type in that word July in the comments, you'll get a message to your messenger. And then down at the bottom of that message, there will be some buttons you can push. And you can push the button that says join us. And if you push on that button, you'll get another message and it will give you some options. And you can click on join club or info and get some more information about what club is. Or like I said, you can certainly just ask now. And a great thing that they're doing, if you are a former club member and you stopped your subscription for one reason or another and you're thinking about coming back, the month of July only, they are letting former club members return for just $10 this month. So that's a great deal. If you've been thinking about coming back, and I have a clump of something right there I want to get rid of. Okay, so I'm pushing this down, making sure, feeling that I don't have any lumps or bumps or air bubbles. Hello, Karen. Did I see you today?
No,
I don't
you
think
didn't.
I did not see you today.
Under the radar. Ha! See what I did there? Under the radar.
Don't stop with the short jokes for Karen, or she will abandon you and you will no longer be Mr. Right about everything. Okay, so again, we're going to use our colors that will come in packet form for you, but we're going to use them from my jars. So let's see. How about... I love this shimmer copper, so I'm going to do the shimmer copper first. It actually gives me a little extra drying time because of the shimmer. I don't know why, it takes a little longer to dry, so I have a little extra working time with it. So I'm just going to stir it up. This has mica flecks in it to make it sparkly. And I'm going to get a squeegee, and this is still a little wet. And I'm just going to do some of these in the copper. So I'm going to do, this is the Taj Mahal. I'm going to do that in copper. So I'm just putting a little bit of paste. This is chalk in paste form. And I'm going to put a little bit on my squeegee and I'm going to drag it over my silkscreen stencil or transfer. And because it's silkscreen, it allows us to get a whole lot of detail in this. Wait till you see it. Okay, so that's some copper. Let's switch over to my dune. Stir this up. If you haven't used them for a while, sometimes they need a little stir. So my dune is kind of a almondy color. And let's see, let's do Big Ben in dune.
Beth Pereira.
Hey Beth, how you doing? How's your foot healing up? you're waiting for surgery, right? If I remember, I've seen you eating popcorn for lunch, because I pay attention on Facebook. Seen you eating popcorn for lunch thanks to your children. And I think you said you had an upcoming surgery. Okay, let's also do the windmill in Dune.
Have surgery on Thursday.
Oh, awesome. Okay, we will keep you in our prayers. Are you going to become bionic? You're going to get some attachments.
Jewelry. She's getting inside jewelry.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay, so let's I'm gonna do paste and peel just so I can show you how that works. This paste dries pretty quickly, and if it dries in the screen, when you go to pull up the screen, it will pull up the paste. And you don't want that. You want the paste to stick to the surface below. So if you're doing a larger area, you're probably going to want to do this method. So we're going to paste a little bit, and then we're going to peel it up so that it is unstuck. So here's our eucalyptus, which is a pretty light green. And we're going to do this castle wherever, if I ever get confirmation that it is a real castle, or whether it's just like a Google image. I don't know.
I suppose I had to look that up for you.
So,
Leave you in suspense all this time.
well, some people have Google image searched, and it comes up with similar things, but nothing exact. But we have not heard from the artists themselves to see. Okay, so I've got this much of it pasted, and I don't want that to dry, so I'm going to peel it up just up to what I have pasted, just to release it. So I'm going to tug at it gently. So pretty. And
she says, yes, screws and a rod.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. You'll have to send us some x-rays and we can show you
And that
our
eucalyptus
son
is
Michael's.
pretty.
Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to just give this a quick dry. This is just amazing how much of this detail comes out of here. Fine little lines.
Well, for that matter, we can send her pictures of Daisy.
Yes, and we can show you pictures of our Daisy Girls internal jewelry.
She's got a titanium plate.
Doesn't
It's not even
Michael
a rod, it's a
Michael has a rod, or does he have a plate?
rod and screws.
Okay. So now I'm not pushing down where I've already chalked because I don't want to smudge it or get more paste on it. So I'm just pushing down where I haven't already chalked, and I'm going to continue on. So let's do the Golden Gate Bridge in Dune. So, how many of you have been to any of these places? I have been to the Golden Gate Bridge, and that's it. I have been to the Las Vegas Eiffel Tower and the Las Vegas Statue of Liberty. I don't think that counts. I haven't been to the real one. Okay, let's go back to our shimmer copper to do our, I don't know if this is the Kremlin or St. Petersburg. Geography was not my strong suit. Don't know why. I just never picked up on geography. Okay. So let's peel a little bit more.
Teresa says none of them.
None of them. Okay, then second question, which one would you want to go to? Is there a specific place you would want to travel and see? Should I tell her about her blouse? What's wrong with my blouse? Am I showing too much?
No, I wouldn't complain
Oh,
about that.
do I have a...
You got a streak on you down there. But being chalk, it'll...
Yeah, at least
Should
it's
walk
not
out.
ink. Thanks for telling me, even though Bill was just going to let it go. It will come out because this is our chalk paste. It will come out. If this was ink, it would probably not come out so well. Okay. Let's do the Eiffel Tower in the eucalyptus. And let's do the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or Pizza, in eucalyptus. And let's do the Great Wall in Dune. And let's do the Statue of Liberty in copper because she's made out of copper. Actually, we probably should have done her in the eucalyptus because her copper has turned green. It has patinaed. Okay, I'm going to go real quick. I'm going to do Explore in the copper because I like the shimmer. Okay, has anybody said where they want to go?
Nope. Not pretty quiet tonight.
I would
Except
like to
Beth.
visit. I would like to visit England.
Beth said I was busted.
You are. You're busted. No, he's doing that for my own good, so I don't get distracted and all flustered. So
It's almost like I know you pretty well.
Yeah. You'd think you would get to know me after 40 plus years. Okay. So we've got that Explore, and let's
Carol
do.
says she's back.
Let's do Your World. Yay! Had to drop because one of my kids. Well, of course you have to talk to your kids.
Absolutely. They're more important than anything on YouTube or
Although if
Facebook.
my kids called me right now, I'd say hop on and we'll chat while I'm live. Sometimes my
Cheryl
kids.
wants to go to Tasmania.
Ooh.
She wants
What?
to find one of them devils to hang on to.
What is there a iconic other than the Tasmanian devil? Is there something iconic that represents Tasmania?
Platypus.
The platypus? Okay. So I just finished the whole thing. I'm going to peel
Actually,
this
I might be
off.
wrong on the platypus. I have to think about that. Karen says she'd like to go to Scotland. You know,
Ooh, that would be
out of
pretty.
all-
Maybe that's
out
where
of-
one of the
I
castles
would
is.
I
I
would be
would like
tempted to go to Scotland.
I would like Ireland and Scotland. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down on my Dollar Tree dish drying mat, and I'm going to just give it a quick spray with water till I'm ready to clean it. And then I'm going to show you this. Hey, isn't this awesome? Okay, here's from a distance. Okay, and let me get up close so you can see some of that detail in that design. Isn't that awesome?
Well, that is pretty close. Let me back up a little bit. But actually, you need to lift it.
I'm doing it
No, I
slowly.
mean, okay. I'll let you do your thing.
Do my thing.
You do your thing.
Let me do my thing.
I'll just sit here. Look pretty. Oh,
Okay.
Karen says I'm pretty too. Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
She might be talking about
Karen
the
thinks
picture.
you're pretty. Anyway, so this is July's club design. Let's clean up here. I'm going to put my lids back on my jars so these don't dry out. Okay, so I told you about club a little bit, and I told you about if you are a former club member, you can return for just $10 in the month of July. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I'll tell you what the code is. Okay, so let's clean this up. These are reusable. Company guarantees 10 to 12 times that you can use them. But I know if you clean them up promptly and thoroughly, you can get a lot more uses than that. So I'm going to start with either a paper towel, or this is a Swedish dishcloth. It's one of those reusable dishcloths. I've used it a couple of times. And this isn't super cleaning it. This is just getting it started. I'm pulling off as much paste as I can. And then I'm going to switch back over to that board eraser. Okay, so that got quite a bit off. Now I'm going to switch to board eraser, damp and wrung out. And then my job is to get all of that paste out of that screen, because that's where the magic happens. So, and these are very fine details, so I want to be careful that I get everything out, because if I have a screen that's plugged up, then it's not going to transfer correctly.
You might do better just to take that one over to
I definitely, probably the best way to clean them is in the sink, but I'm not close to a sink right now. But in the sink, you could just run some cool-ish water over them and your board eraser and clean it all up. Turn it over to the back because that paste will bleed through. So you want to clean the back, and you want to get all of that fuzz off that you put on initially. You want to get that off so your sticky remains sticky for as long as possible. Okay. And that cleaned up, whoops, that cleaned up really well. So just double check. So all of the paste is out of my screen. My screen is clear. And I'm going to leave it sticky side up to let it air dry. When it's air dry, I'm going to put it back on its little backer and then put it back in its little plastic sleeve. And it will be ready to use the next time. So again, this is, I've got some paint right here. So this is July's club, and I showed you how to do it with our reusable Aiden board. And one other thing I want to tell you about, there's a bunch, but I'm going to do a special live video with just the things for July. But I also want to tell you, customers from now through July 10th can earn free shipping if they purchase a minimum $50 order. Free shipping, that's awesome. That'll save you some money. So free shipping between now and the 10th. And then on July 11th, we are launching our new product line, our new autumn collection. So if you're interested in getting a sneak peek at what is in the autumn collection, you can type in the word July. You'll get that message to your messenger. This time hit the product info button. You'll get a new message, and then you can choose from a link to tonight's products, although you won't get the transfer in that link because the only people who can get this are club members. But the other supplies, if you're interested, you can get that on the products used tonight, or something like supplies used tonight. Then there's also shop the specials. We've got a couple of items that have unretired temporarily. And then there's also a link that says preview autumn. So click on that link and you can preview all of the things that we'll be launching on July 11th. So thanks so much, Teresa. I will be getting in touch with you soon. You don't have to respond tonight. I don't recall what your time zone is, but just get back to me when you can. And thanks for joining us, and thanks for hanging out. Congratulations, and we will see you probably tomorrow. Here we go. Okay. Oh, and don't forget, do something creative every day. That's our slogan. That's our motto. Bye-bye, everybody.